Hello, beautiful creatives. I had started to film a video for you guys yesterday, and I received this new set, huge set of Paul Rubens, 48 colors of the Paul Rubens watercolors. And I would have, the video that I was filming for you guys this week was a plein air, sort of going out in the fall, me driving after having not driven for a long time. So that part is going to be the beginning of the video. I would have broken this up into two separate videos, but Paul Rubens asked me if I could do this swatching on this set before Prime Day, which is, oh, when is it? I'll look that up. I think it's the 8th or the 9th, October 7th and 8th or 8th and 9th, something like that. But it's coming up, and they are going to have a ton of their items on sale during Prime Day. I think it's up to 20% off they're going to have on their products. So if you're interested in buying their products, that's the time to do it. I will have links below the video. But anyways, so the first half of this video is going to be just that, me heading out in the car and going to a favorite spot, doing some plein air painting, and I filmed some nature scenes in case you wanted to paint them, in case you wanted to take some screenshots. I'll post some photos at the end of the video in case you want to paint from them too. I thought it might be inspiring and fun, and it's also very calming. And so to add to that calming atmosphere of the beginning of the video, I'm now going to unbox and swatch these Paul Rubens. I can't wait to see this set. This set is going to be gorgeous. So we're going to do that. We're going to unbox these, do some swatching, and then if there's time, I'm going to pick a scene from my plein air outing yesterday and paint another painting. I actually do two paintings while I'm out plein air painting that I show you in the beginning of the video. And I think since the video has so many different elements in it, what I'll do is I will put chapters below the video. So if you want to see the plein air paintings that I did, or you want to see the beautiful nature shots, you can sort of click through. Or if you just want to go right to the Paul Rubens swatching, you can just click the chapter below and go right through to that. So, all right, I'm excited to see how much I can fit into this video in a reasonable amount of time. So let's head over to the desk and unbox these. Hey guys. For the first time in a really long time, I was able to come out. I was able to drive. I haven't driven in so long that I was super nervous. I think the last time I drove, I told you guys about it in a video. It's really hard. It takes so much energy for me to get out, and it takes I have my half-eaten apple up there. It takes so much faith and belief in myself that I can do it, because my nervous system is so dysregulated from being sick for so long. But I did drive, and I brought my kit. I didn't know if I was going to actually be able to paint or not. I wasn't going to put any pressure. I'm like kind of hiding out in this little woodsy area, and I'm looking at the shapes of all the different leaves, the shapes and the colors. I'm just exploring leaf shape, color. There's all these little red berries in there. Yeah. So, yay for me. I did it. I'm out. I'm tired. I'm actually really tired. But I also feel really good that I drove and I got myself out. So here's to believing in ourselves, imagining positive healing things for us in our future, and having enough faith to push ourselves to do the things that we feel like we cannot do because of our illnesses. Okay. I'm going to continue painting. I may even get out and go for a little bit of a walk. Okay, I think I'm going to leave it there. It's funny painting brambly areas like that. It's kind of a challenge of what to put in and what to leave out. I did it more as a meditation. It was very calming. It's funny, things always look darker in my camera, so I never know whether to show it to you in the shade or not. But it was very calming, very relaxing. It's just such a gorgeous day. And I'm glad I came out, and I'm glad I got to do a painting. I haven't done a painting outside in so long. That was fun. Okay, I actually am going to try to push myself a little further and go for a little walk. This is a really pretty wetlands area over here. Okay, so I did end up walking around. This one I had done with my Art Toolkit gouache palette. This one I ended up doing with that little watercolor palette that I have in there. And these were so relaxing. I was just trying to capture some of the asters, the wild asters that I had seen on my walk. And this is a really limited palette, so I was having a little trouble getting the purple that I wanted and the values that I wanted. I haven't worked on more realistic watercolors in a long time, so this one was a little tricky, but they were both super fun. And speaking of watercolor, I literally just received the other day a watercolor set, brand new Paul Rubens watercolor set with, I believe it has 48 colors. So what I did was, while I was on my walk here along the wetlands, I filmed just some scenes of the wetlands, and I took some photographs, and I'll put clips of what I saw while I was walking in this video, and then I'll put some still pictures down at the end of the video. So if you guys want to paint some of the scenes that I saw today, you'll have access to those photographs. But this has been a lot for me. This has been a big outing for me. It was driving and a walk, taking lots of pictures and filming, a gouache painting and a watercolor painting. So I am very tired now, and I'm looking forward to getting up into my studio early this week and unboxing that Paul Rubens and maybe doing some paintings from this walk, some paintings from the photos that I took on this beautiful walk today. So yeah, if I do that, I will certainly include that in this video. Okay, I'm a bit muddled because I'm tired. I don't even know if I'm making sense at this point, but I will see you back at the studio. Hey guys, before I unbox these, I want to read to you a quote that somebody shared with me this morning. And it just touched my heart so much. It actually brought tears to my eyes. It's so beautiful. So it's an aspiration prayer. So I'm going to share it with you. May I be loving, open, and aware in this moment. If I cannot be loving, open, and aware in this moment, may I be kind. If I cannot be kind, may I be non-judgmental. If I cannot be non-judgmental, may I not cause harm. If I cannot not cause harm, may I cause the least harm possible. And then there's a note below it that says, I love how Larry has scaffolded these values in which he strives to live, yet understands at times he may come up short in one. So he moves into something more doable. And if that doesn't work, he works his way to something that he can do. As I read over and over, it reinforced in me how imperfect I am. And yet, at each moment, I am exactly the being I am supposed to be. So beautiful. Just wanted to share that with you guys because I feel like this is turning out to be a really relaxing, positive video. I started out with this really great adventure for me of getting out and driving and doing some plein air, and now we're going to move on to some swatching. So yeah, I really love this aspiration prayer. I hope it blesses you too. Now let's get swatching. Okay, so let's unbox these beauties. This is the 5th generation artist level solid watercolors. And then there's some information on the back, 48 colors. It gives you some storage method, just some information about the paints. It gives a warning about prevention of accidental ingestion. I believe they use real cadmiums in their work. Probably, I don't know, real cobalt's cadmium, so you wouldn't want to eat it or let your kids eat it. And if you're trying to stay away from cadmiums, then that's something to take into consideration. Beautiful chipboard box. They always wrap their watercolors in these chamois. This is huge, guys. I wish I had thought to ask for the black and gold. I absolutely love their black and gold cases. They're stunning, and I didn't think to ask this time, so I got the pink, which is fine. I mean, obviously it's not going to affect the watercolors. So let's open this up. Oh my gosh, this is huge. Wow. I'm trying to decide if I want to swatch these in my regular swatch book. This is my book where I swatch everything out, or if I want to use their swatch card. I like to have their swatch cards with the kit. Yeah, I think I'm going to use this. I may end up going back and swatching them in my swatch book afterwards, but I do really want to have the swatch card in the watercolor set. So, and they always do this on really good paper. This is their glitter paper. Doesn't say what the paper is, but this is their really nice heavy paper. And look at all these beauties. This is just probably their standard color chart swatch with these guys in front of a sign. And then it's all in Chinese. I mean, you could interpret this through Google if you wanted. All their colors. Oh my gosh, look at those. Look at how many colors there are. Wow. Oh geez, this is gorgeous. Let's grab one out of here. I just want to read what it says on these. It's the pigment number is PV19. It has a light fastness rating on there. And on this side, whoops, oh, they slide out really easily. Okay. A little tricky to get back in, but color carrier, Arabic gum, color PV19, weathering resistance, which must mean light resistance, looks like 4-star, transparency, fully transparent. Wow, so there's a lot of valuable information on this little thing. So I think I will save these for when I want to do the swatching in my big swatch book. And I'll tape this part down because that has everything that I need really. So I am going to save these for when I do the big swatching. But for now, I'm going to unwrap these and give them a little spritz, and then we will start swatching. Okay, so this ended up taking a really long time because they didn't put the names on here. They have the pigment numbers, but not the names, which is so unfortunate because you have to handwrite them all out, and that takes up so much more room that you would have been able to swatch in, but the handwriting takes up a lot of the swatching areas, so you're not going to get as big a swatch. That's a bummer. That took a long time. I even looked in here to see if I could just go off of this to copy the names over, but this doesn't have the names either, just the pigment numbers. So poo, this does have the pigment numbers, it just didn't have any of the names. So the other thing was, I did pop this out. My back was getting really sore from popping these out and unwrapping them. And then about halfway through, I figured out that you can just stick a screwdriver into here and sort of pop the labels. I didn't figure this out till about halfway through, but if you buy this set, this will save you a lot of effort in popping them out and popping them back in. Just stick that in there, give it a twist, and they pop right off, and then you just pull them out. So much easier. That is like the best tip ever. Okay, so there's the wrappers, and I'm going to use those in my big swatch book. Here are the paints. And actually, I want to show you another thing before I put them away. And I might actually keep them out while I'm swatching them instead of putting them back in here, just to save space. We'll see how that goes. But let me zoom my camera in a little bit, because I want to show you this. This is odd because I hope it shows. These look like they were all manufactured in a different way. Some look like they were poured directly into the pan and they're completely filled straight flat up to the top. Some of them have huge gaps that I can actually fit the whole screwdriver in around the sides and are odd shaped. This is another example of one that has a ridge in it that drops way down. So there's a lot of pigment that's missing, and then it has the gaps on the side. And then yet here's one that looks like it was poured. There's three actually in a row that look like they were poured right into these pans. Here's one with a huge gap. This looks like it was poured right into the pan. And this one has a huge gap. And some of them are round. I don't know if you can see that. Some of them are rounded, and some of them are completely flat. And some of them are dipped down. But like this one has a big gap in it. They're all different. They all are different, and they have much different levels. Like this one is beautifully poured. This one is rounded. It's very, very strange. This one isn't even square. I don't know if that shows. It's very strange. They do not look like they were all manufactured in the same place. Quite odd, really. Yeah, I don't know what to think about that. Maybe somebody out there has more experience with this kind of thing than I do, but it's just really interesting. Some of them, the tops look like they've been scraped off a little bit, like this one. It's just odd. It's just odd. Anyways, okay, I'm going to give these a spritz, and then we'll start to swatch. Let's go. So titanium white's not going to show. Might show on the cover up the glitter. Nah, not really. Silver. I don't think that's really going to show either. This one is Naples yellow. I love Naples yellow. Lemon yellow. The pen that I used to write the names of the watercolors on was the pen that Paul Rubens gave me in one of the gift boxes. This is, next one is Cad Red, or Cad Yellow Medium. Chromium yellow hue deep. Now, I have limited space here with what I can do since I chose not to do them in my big swatch book. But, you know, I think everybody on the internet knows what a great job Lindsay, the Frugal Crafter, does. I mean, she is just the queen of swatching pigment numbers. She really knows her stuff, and she compares sets of paint from year to year. She's pretty awesome. So I highly recommend her channel if you're a pigment junkie and really like to get all the information on pigment info in watercolor sets. This is earth yellow, I forget if I said. Okay, the next one is gold. That's the gold. Golden yellow ochre is the next one. Last one in the first row is transparent yellow. Okay, second row, chromium orange hue. This is that one that's shaped weird. Nice bright orange. Cadmium orange deep. Transparent orange. Ooh, that's a nice color. That's a real nice color. I like that a lot. Cad red light. Burnt sienna. These are in a weird order. I wish I had noticed that before I started swatching them, because I won't keep them in this order. I would put the burnt sienna down with the browns, earth tones. It's right smack in the middle of the reds right now. This is pyro red. That seems like an odd choice to put it there. Quinacridone rose. It's just a favorite color of mine, quin rose. Perylene maroon. That's a nice color. Venetian red. I love earthy red tones. I love them for landscapes and urban paintings with brick buildings. Those two are nice colors together. Nice, really rich colors. Agate brown. This I'm assuming is Van Dyke brown. There's a typo on the thing where they call it Andyke. The capital A-N-D-Y-K-E. They don't have the V. I'm sure that's just a typo and it's supposed to be Van Dyke brown. Wow, so far, gorgeous colors. My goodness. Okay, row 3. Quinacridone maroon. Oh, wow, that's a gorgeous color. Wow, really pretty. Pretty, pretty. Next one, quinacridone magenta. Boy, I don't think there's anything you could not do with this set because landscapes, florals, really gorgeous stuff. I'll be curious to see when we get to the blues to see how it would be for seascapes. Okay, this one is Quin Violet. Oh, I can just picture the florals you could do with this set. Cobalt turquoise. Ooh, so gorgeous. So gorgeous. They have nice transparency. really nice transparency. Wow, yeah, super nice. Okay, the next one is translucent turquoise. Wow. Cobalt blue light. Azure hue. Ooh, that's pretty. Wow. Wow, very pretty. Berlin blue. French blue, which is French ultramarine. Phthalo blue. Aren't these colors beautiful? Ooh-wee. Brilliant blue violet. Ooh. Look how gorgeous that looks next to that agate brown. Dioxazine violet. And then one more row. This is a powerhouse violet. It's so strong. And it stains your palettes. And Danthronone blue, which is a gorgeous blue. It's like a very strong ultramarine. Indigo. Ooh, that's a nice dark indigo. Wow, that's gorgeous. May green. Sap green. Oriental green. Olive green. This is olive green dark. Cobalt turquoise dark. Ooh, that looks like a nice color too. Wow. I love that muted color. Brown umber. This one's very loose in the palette. Feels like it might fall out. Payne's gray bluish. Oh, that one's loose too. Those two feel like they're going to fall out. Ivory black. And lamp black. Nice, dark, coal, charcoaly black. Beautiful. Love that color. I'm going to pop the watercolors back in the set. Tons of mixing room if you decide to pop them out while you paint. And it is kind of nice to be able to pop them out while you're painting in your studio, because then you can have it right next to your sketchbook or your paper. Yeah, but if you're out and about, it's nice to have all that mixing space. So pop those back in. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous colors. No complaints there, not with any of them. They're just beautiful. And such a huge range. The greens, oh gosh, I love those greens. So they have Van Dyke brown, they have burnt sienna, they don't have like a raw umber. The brown umber is not a raw umber, but maybe you could mix the brown umber with some of these to get more of a burnt umber. Yeah, I think it's got so many nice earth tones. I wouldn't mind another brown. I'd give up the ivory black for another brown, like a true brown. But everything else is just gorgeous. Okay, so that is the swatching of these gorgeous 48 colors of Paul Rubens, 5th generation, huge set. So be sure to check out the Paul Rubens store. I'll put links below during Amazon Prime. They have so many different kinds of sets of watercolors and other supplies. I'm not sure exactly which ones will be on sale, but if you love Paul Rubens as much as I do, it's worth checking out the sale. So let me see how we are for time. If I don't have time to demo a painting, what I might do is pick a scene from my walk the other day and do a painting of that with these paints, and then show you that painting to show you how the paints performed. And then, of course, I will be using these in other videos with demos. Okay, creatives, so the video, I started editing the video last night, and it was getting long, and I had a doctor's appointment this morning. So when I got home, I just very quickly did a painting from one of the pictures that I had taken. What I'll do is I'll post the picture at the end of the video so that you can do your own version of the painting if you want to. If you do a version of the paint the photograph, go ahead and hashtag it Beginner's Mind Art Mind on Instagram so that I can see it, or tag me in the post so that I can see your painting. So anyways, I'm going to put my camera in the stand and pull this tape off, and we'll see how it came out. I put some packing tape on my swatch sheet, so it's a little reflective, but it was really handy to have this so I could tell what colors I was using. I did end up having this pulled outside of the case, which was nice. It was nice to be able to have this close and then just sort of use the case as the mixing palette. I really enjoyed working with the paints. After I got started, this is a sketchbook that I'm trying to use up. I wish on second thought that I had done it on higher quality watercolor paper, because this is the Strathmore soft cover mixed media paper. I probably should have done it on the Paul Rubens paper or one of my other watercolor sketchbooks, because this paper behaved oddly with the watercolors. It just didn't blend. And I know it's not the watercolors because I've used these watercolors before. It was very absorbent. The watercolors didn't sit on the surface. Whatever this is sized with, the watercolors didn't sit on the surface long enough for me to blend. This mixed media paper seemed to soak it right in. So that I was kind of halfway into the painting by the time I realized it just wasn't blending the way I wanted it to. But for a really quick painting, I had a good time. The watercolors are so highly pigmented. They have beautiful transparency, and they layer well. I didn't feel like they got really muddy. I think these are mostly single pigments, and everything that I mixed together mixed really well. So super pleased, super pleased. I'm so happy to own this set. This is a beautiful, professional, artist's quality set of watercolors. I mean, that cannot be argued. This is a high quality set, and it showed when I was painting with it. So I will put, like I said, I'll put the picture that I painted this from at the end of the video. And then if you see anything in the video from the nature shots that you like, go ahead and screenshot it and do a painting. And like I said, tag me on Instagram. So this was a fun little painting to do. I wished I had time to do another one, but I think the video is going to be getting long, and I need to get the editing done by tomorrow. So I'll be in a little bit of a crunch this evening because it's late in the day now. All right, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed getting a peek at these wonderful watercolors. And don't forget to check the Paul Rubens store out. There'll be a link below the video for Prime Day, and, you know, see what kind of goodies they have on sale. See if there's, you want to buy yourself an early Christmas present or birthday present. Because like me, my birthday's 2 weeks before Christmas. So yeah, okay. I'm looking forward to seeing what you guys create with your watercolors. So I think the secret word for this week will be wetlands. So if you type that into your comment below the video, I will know that you watched the full video to the end, and you are one of my super duper supporters. And that always gives me a charge when I see it, because I know that you have watched all the way through the video. So wetlands is our secret word for the week. Okay, guys, really hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the next video. Have a great creative week, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.